my Go Lang tutorial, video tutorial 6. In this video tutorial, I am going to explain output functions in Go language. Those who are familiar with Java or C, C++, you can actually correlate these output functions. For example, in C language, you can see printf. In C++, you can see system.out, and in Java, system.println. So, similarly, in Go language, output functions you can print in output with the three functions, that is print, println, and printf. The print function prints its arguments with their default format. So whatever the format it is, it will print. For example, there are two strings we have declared. One is I and j as a strings and with values. Hello in I and world in j, and then we are printing just like that in separate statements, but print I, format.print I and format print j. So there is no formatting. What happened is those two words are printed side by side without any spaces. You can test. You see here. So there is no space in between, right? Okay. So let us move forward. And if you want to print the arguments in new line, we need to use \n as a separate string in the print statement. So now if you want to print it separately, then print and \n. So see, \n is a new line character. Okay, this is a new line character, and whenever it is trying to print, the respective word will be printed, and then a new line will be there, and then the next content or string will be printed in the next line. Here, if you see this, test this program. For example, if you remove this, then what will happen? Hello and world will be there. But if you run it with the \n, then the two lines are printed as a separate lines. Okay. So now let us take another example. If we want to print in the same, but you can add multiple arguments in print, right? So earlier example, we have printed two statements, print I come, and in the next statement we have added print j with new lines. Now we can combine all the arguments and print in a separate lines also. Okay. So you see, you can add spaces also, or you can add any other content, or you can add, followed by any other format. For example, here, see, if you run this one, hello world is printed with the in between space. Now, hello there, and you see, this statement will print both. Let us give space. Okay, hello space there, space and space. See, hello there and world, right? So it is all string manipulation, which you need to be familiar with, so that when you are writing the programs, you can use accordingly. So if they are strings, if they are not strings, then it will not add any space. It will add space here. That's what it is talking about. Here these are two integers. So for example, if you want to add another variable k and comma 30, and if you want to print it, right, what will happen? It will print 10, 20 and 30. You see? And with the spaces, here we have not kept any spaces, but it has printed 10, 20, 30, right? So similarly, now let us talk about println. Println function, new line is added at the end, ln is added at the end, so you don't have to worry about, okay. And a white space is also added in between the variables. You see, last time when we use println, print only, okay, for the string spaces are not added, but println, if you add multiplied by with multiple arguments, space is added, and another word is also, another one is also added. For example, if you add here, if you add the same thing again, it will not print in the same line, it will print in separate line. You see here, it will print in separate line, okay, because after this line there is a new line is added, okay. So that means the next line will be in the new line. So the next function, the function is printf, is based on the printf. I think if you have seen C language, right, it is based on the format of the input parameter, okay. Then initially first will be the string printf followed by the arguments. So wherever percentage v are the set of arguments, I think you can see in the next tutorial or follow-up tutorial. You see here percentage v and a percentage t. So here we are actually printing the value, and t is the type. We will discuss in the next chapter, but it will print these values, okay, for the of the type. If it is string, it will print string. If it is value, it will print value. For example, here see, you see I has a value of hello, and type is string percentage t. Similarly, j is of value 15 and type is int, percentage t is int, and we are passing the value arguments here, and here this string with the arguments, okay. And a lot of set of formats are available for integer, float and string, so we need to learn those things before we are familiar with the printf function. This is there in C language, this is there in other programming languages also. If you are familiar with those, you can easily catch these similarities. Now let us go formatting verbs. Now in printf we have seen percentage v and percentage t. So let us understand what are those things. General formatting verbs is percentage v is for the default value, and percentage t is the type value, either integer, string or float, like that. And if you add this percentage, so a percentage sign will be added, and the percentage hash v, that means Go syntax format will be displayed. Let us take this example and explain. Okay, here you see I value is float, right? 15.4 means it is a float value, and text is a string value. Okay, string variable, and with the values is hello world, right? With the exclamation. Now we are going to print and check what are the various forms it is there. So percentage we said it is a value as it is 15.5. Then percentage hash v means value as part of Golang syntax. So 15.5 is same. Now if you see percentage we said Percentage means percentage value plus the percentage. So it's, you see here, 15.5 percentage. Now T of I is float, right? It is a 64, float 64, okay, by default. And the percentage V of text is hello world, and the percentage V of hash V means, now you see, this is the difference. It is the Golang syntax of a string. So it has quotations also, okay. And then T of text is string value, right? Percentage capital T viewed if used, and also we are using backslash n in everywhere, which actually represents that we are printing and then go to the next line, okay. So yeah, I hope you understand. If you have any questions, you can review again. Now let us see the various parameters. It is base 2. Base 2 means, 0 or 1. Values will be displayed in a 0 or 1 value. For example, 0 value is 0, 0, 0, 1 is 0, 1, 0, 2 is 1, 0, like that. Okay. And decimal value, whatever currently we are using is a base 10. That means 0 to 9. Our values will be in base 10. And base 10 always shows sign, whether it is a positive or a negative. And this is a base 8. That means octal form. Okay. And in the octal form with leading 0 and O. And hexadecimal. Base 16 is a hexadecimal with lowercase. Base 16 with uppercase, which is hexadecimal. That means 0 to 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. Total 16 values in hexadecimal that will be displayed if you use this percentage X. So base 16 percentage hash X with leading 0x. It will display in this format. 4D means paired with spaces, right justified, and minus left justified. You can add, and how many spaces you want, you can also add. Percentage 04D, that many zeros are added. So now let us actually run this with the example, right? So B means binary, 0 or 1. So 15 value means 1, 1, 1, 1, which is actually a 15 representation in binary. Similarly, percentage D, that is a decimal value. Whatever the number system we are using is a decimal number system, so it will display as it is with 15. And then plus D means it is a plus sign. It is negative, it will display negative. Positive, it will display positive. Then it is octal form. Okay, that is, it will actually lead with 0 or 17. Okay, and this is also same. And hexadecimal. Percentage small of f. As I mentioned, 15 is equivalent to F4, and which is in hexadecimal F4. Percentage capital X, hexadecimal in a capital, and hexadecimal and 0x F form, and 4 spaces with right justified. You see, that means space and 15. Value will be starting from right, and if we add minus 4D, it is left justified. That means 4, 4. For example, it will start with left, and at the end you will have 2 spaces. Similarly, 0, 4D, that means we are filling 0 in that 4 letters. So this is how you need to use this percentage of D, percentage printf, percentage argument parameters in printf to print according to your requirement. Similarly, you must have seen this percentages prints the string value. Percentage q will print in a double quoted. Percentage 8s will print as a plain string with 8. 8 8 is the 8 width with right justified, minus 8 width with left justified, left side, and x is the hexadump of the value in capitals, and small x space x, hexadump with spaces. So let us actually see this how it is useful. Let us see. text is a Text is a variable with hello. Now percentage s is a simple as it is we are printing. Then percentage q, we want to print this with the quote, right, hello. And then we are printing right justified with 8 spaces in hello. And we are printing string of x with the left justified. So after hello there are spaces. Okay. And then percentage x of txt, the entire thing is printed in a hexadecimal value. Each character is represented with one hexa value. Similarly, and percentage space x with printed with the, so that means H capital is represented 48 and small e is represented by 6e, like this in the hexadecimal. Okay, so this is all about the string. So Boolean format, it is very easy to understand. It is a percentage t, and it will either print true or false as it is. So you can see here. Okay, I is a Boolean type and value is true. J is a Boolean type, value false, and we are printing a percentage t and value is printed true or false. So now we have seen integer, we have seen string, we have seen Boolean. Let us check how a float value will be printed. Percentage e will print exponential form, and percentage f will print the value in a float form. Percentage dot 2 means it will only print 2 decimals, and 6.2 percentage 6.2 means 6 spaces in before printed. Percentage g, it will print the exact value. Okay, only necessary digits. Okay, so that is how it is. You can understand, go through the tutorial several times, understand various formatting webs, remember it, and while you are coding, use appropriate formats for printing, or using the variables so to add it into a string or boolean value or float value. Thank you for watching, and wait for upcoming videos, and keep watching, and like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.